Introduce us. Here we go.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome for a happy night.
Wow, I didn't realize it's going to be happy.
It is.
Pressure,
We're
pressure,
happy,
pressure.
We're gonna make it happy. We got to do this.
Wow,
How are we gonna do this? We're gonna try to change lives.
Whoa, yes.
Yeah.
For the better, hopefully.
For the better. Yes. That's a very good technical.
Yes, slightly
He's my editor.
technical footnote.
Yeah, Michael's my editor for this show. But yeah, we're. My name is John Joshua William Oxenford. This is my co-host Michael Koran, and we are glad to be here tonight. And hopefully, we'll have a lot of fun.
Yes, boy, fun and happy. Gee.
Oh, no pressure.
No pressure.
If you don't feel happy, that's okay.
I can be sad and funless.
Damn.
That might have its own charm.
I'm sorry, that's the start to your night.
Oh, well, I could be. I love it. I love the freedom.
Okay.
I think I'm not sure. Might just be saying that to be. It maybe. Mm-hmm. This is a hard question. Mm. I try to be uplifting now. Mm-hmm. Maybe is that a pressure? What about you?
Try to be uplifting. How do you mean? Can you
happy and fun? Your two words.
Oh yeah, definitely healthy.
And but I wonder if we didn't try, how we would feel.
How we would feel if
we did not try. Like at this moment, I am going to not try to be fun or happy. I'm just going to. It feels like fun is coming up without trying. Excellent. It's a bubbly, bubble. I like it. So sometimes trying can get in the way of the fun bubbles.
A lesson already we have on the show.
Yes, these comic strip fun bubbles. Just popping up.
Yeah. Speaking of bubbles, have you ever had kombucha?
I think I tried it once. I'll try it again, but I did not like it.
Oh, well, I was over at I just came out with a cold last week, so I was out all week. But my friend told me about kombucha, which is a sort of in the form of a fizzy drink.
Yes.
In Broadway Market, and I went over there and I got it because it helps with the belly. It's got probiotics.
Yes.
And I had it, and I thought it tasted really good. I don't know. What form did you have it in? Just tea? Or?
I think I had it in a bottle like soda.
Okay. Yeah, same here.
And I think, and it was fermented, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I will try again though. My next door neighbor seems to love it.
I would suggest the watermelon flavor.
Yes, sir. Wow, it sounds interesting.
Diagnosis. There you go. But yeah, so. Not trying to be happy, not trying to be the emotion you think you should be.
Yes.
You know, that's I think that's a healthy thing. Actually, that relates completely to a thought process I've been going on the last 2 days, especially this morning. I'm taking this I've been taking this fitness class at Boston University for non-credit, and it's to become a fitness trainer.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, you have to pass the test. You know, that's the hard part because it's
it's a
real hard test.
What a nice job for you.
Yeah, that'd be really good. It'd be really good. But I just been thinking, you know, sometimes I try to push myself so hard when I work out, and when I fail, I feel so like I'm useless, like I'm nothing, like I'm no good.
Yes.
You know, and today I just said, okay, I'm just gonna go as far as my body can go. And I will be aware of the signs that it might be sending to me. Like if I have pain in my ankle, I'm going to slow the speed on the treadmill, you know. Or if my leg starts limping, I'm going to get off and I'm going to go over and do some weight work. Or if my joints hurt there, then I'm going to do something else. Or go, you know.
Very nice.
Yeah. So that I connect with you on that level. I'm just trying to sort of
connection.
Yeah. So I think today we're going to go through what is it, chapter 11?
Yes, the prequel to an extraordinary famous call where Abram is his name then, hears from some unknown speaker the words, "Go to the land I will show you. I will bless you. All peoples on earth will be blessed through you." What a experience. But we're going to go right before that. The Bible gives us a few hints of why on earth he would feel this way. I mean, at the beginning of the Bible, the creative powers, or God, the word is Elohim, it's really a community of creative powers, says to the first man, Adam, who's also, the word is in Hebrew, earth, Adamah. The first man, he blesses, says in Genesis 1, God created humanity in his image, male and female. So how have you been doing getting in touch with your female nature this week?
That's fascinating. I didn't think about it that way. Male and female. So that would assume that God is not necessarily either one, either both or something else.
Yes, or a community, gods and goddesses, but maybe they're also, dare we use the word bi?
Could do.
We can, thank you.
Sure, that's allowed.
Thank you.
Freedom of speech.
So, so we're created in the image of this creative power or powers. And male and female is his image. Is very maybe convoluted. What would it mean, male and female in his image? Oh, I got an answer.
What is it?
I can get in touch with my male and female energy. I mean, I'm going to be 83 in March 1st.
Nice.
And Carl Jung, a psychologist, so he wouldn't lie to us, he said, when over 50, which is way, way beyond your tender years, over 50, people discover that they're the opposite of who they thought they were. So men discover their female nature, and women discover their male nature. And the Bible had this even before Carl Jung. God was male, and God could be, the word is in Hebrew again, Elohim, which is a plural word usually. Well, words at the im, reglayim, yadayim is hands, reglayim is feet. Even Shemayim is the heavens or skies. So this divine community, which could be us, which we discover we're male and female, we could maybe joining a new way to be human, where we feel in touch with the skies and the earth.
Yeah, speaking of that, I decided to take a musical trip down the sort of hardcore music that I used to listen to before I got more into the death metal stuff. I was probably freshman in high school, and I started listening to these hardcore bands and just breakdowns and heavy stuff. And there's this one band called Walls of Jericho that I just went through four records that I think are brilliant. But this woman is the vocalist, and she's hardcore vocalist. She's screaming so hard, and she's not, she's not some beautiful diva. She's not representing a traditional female side. I mean, she was swinging fists when she was.
Wow.
She was, you know.
Give us an imitation as best you can.
Uh,
I love it.
Yeah, but she helped me out at the gym today because I just had her in my mind. I had this song.
Yes.
Oh, hail the dead, and I just had that going on in my. But you know, I'm also trying to be careful, not trying to break a bone or anything, but really helped me at my cardio day today.
Love it.
This woman who didn't follow the traditional female side of things.
So we're getting from her and hopefully from our reading energies. We're not just understanding this. We want power. We want to transform our world for the better.
Yes, yes.
So we did discover last week that men were given credit for making babies.
Yeah.
Even says the gods begot. And certainly Adam begot. I think did Adam beget Cain? Maybe did he beget Cain and Abel? I'm not sure.
Not sure. I think we're starting with Terah.
Yeah, this is Terah in that was Abram's father.
Yeah, Abraham.
And he did the begetting. There were 10 generations of begetting since Noah's flood. All the men were begetting. This was masculine liberation movement city. Mother Earth flooded all of us, so we wanted to,
Impregnate
get
the
the
earth.
what?
Impregnate the earth.
Yes, we wanted the power.
Yeah.
And we somehow said, we are begetting. It's like the women didn't matter. Not very nice.
Well, I mean, they did have to have the babies, I assume.
Yes, but we got the credit. I marry someone and she gives birth, but we don't even say she gives birth. I marry someone and I've begotten the baby. No mention.
And I think last time we were on, we were speaking of the Bible as possibly being a male liberation movement.
Yes, I think certainly here it was, but you can keep women down only so long.
Good.
Even the feminine in us.
Yeah.
So why don't you read? Well, you can read from the beginning.
Okay.
27.
Yep. Now these are the begettings of Terah.
Good drama.
Ah, yes.
Sock it to us.
Terah begot Abraham, Nahor, and Haran.
Yes, Abram actually was his name then. He's going to undergo a name change.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
He's getting an identity change.
yes, that's what we want here. We want all you listeners.
Freedom.
Don't just improve your understanding. We want to change lives for the better.
Yeah.
God-infused lives.
Exactly. So Terah begot Abraham, Nahor, and Haran begot Lot.
Still keeping that masculine liberation movement going. No wife for Haran.
Haran died in the presence of Terah, his father.
Now, what do we make of that? In the original Hebrew, presence is before the face of. What is going on? This is a murder mystery, John.
In the presence.
Or before the face.
Or before the face.
Why?
Seems like it was some sort of failure, or their father was more epic than they were, so they died being too weak or something.
Wow! Well, we're going to see he does one thing. Keep reading.
Okay. Terah died in the presence of Terah, his father, in the land of his kindred, in Ur of the Chaldeans.
Yeah, that's Babylonia. And that was a big power in those days, like the United States. This is like one of the world powers.
Wow. Fascinating. Abram and Nahor took themselves wives.
That's how they did it in those days. None of this, will you marry me? I'm going to take you. You're my wife. Yum. Take is the word for marriage.
So as This, yeah, all right. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai.
Now, this might seem simple fact, but this is a hard question for you. But we won't grade you.
Okay.
What is extraordinary about that simple sentence?
The name of Abram's wife, you know, she isn't an individual, she isn't a being, she's Abram's
Yes!
wife.
She has a name. He's going to call her beautiful.
Sarai.
He's going to say later, when he's giving her away to Pharaoh, I know what a beautiful person you are, or woman, I don't remember. Maybe somehow she got a name.
And Sarah was the wife who sort of couldn't help him beget children.
Yes, read on. You get it. You're right on with it.
I remember.
Maybe that's why she got. Maybe that's why they gave her a name.
Oh.
All the women who gave birth to children, no name. I did it. I and John did it. We did it. 10 generations, birth. And now as soon as there's no birth, aha! We'll give Sarai a name.
That's a strange message. I don't know what these people are. I don't know what their values are, their morals and ethics.
Keeping up, we men have to keep that macho power.
Does that mean they respected Sarai more because she did not beget for them?
That's an interesting question. First, they blamed her, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But blaming
Didn't
is...
Abram banish her at one point or something?
Yeah, he's going to give her away.
He went to begot with his
He's
slave or something?
He's going to give her away twice.
Ah, jeez.
She's too beautiful to handle.
There we go. Did she beget with some other people? She gave her away.
That is a very, very crucial question. I mean, we hear later that Abraham almost killed his first 2 sons.
Sounds like a sociopath.
No, no one's perfect.
That's true. Can't
And maybe it wasn't his son that she's eventually going to give birth, but that's way down the line. Well, and he might have to do something extraordinary to adopt him. If he wasn't his child, we men have to feel we're men. And so he almost sacrificed his son.
Just for the manliness of it?
He took him and put him on a fire heap, raised a knife over his heart. And at that moment, poor Isaac is going to live or die according to his dad. And that moment, Abraham lets him live. And in that very awesome way, or you could say awful way, they do connect as father and son. Abraham gives life to Isaac, not when he was born, maybe, but when he was on that altar, ready to be killed. So maybe we need to do extraordinary things to connect to people.
Sort of, I was just thinking that the power of God to Abraham is almost as though, as much as his power was over his son. So there's that sort of Father God.
Oh my, that is interesting. And there's going to be uppityness. The word Israel means to wrestle with God.
Wow.
To wrestle, none of this, I'll be a good boy and do what you tell me. No.
Really?
Israel means to wrestle with God, literally.
Wow. Israel?
Yep, the word Israel. There's a story in which the grandson of Abram, Jacob, wrestles with an angel of God.
Wow. What angel?
It's not named in the Bible, but wrestles and apparently wins the wrestling match. It was just before he had to, I don't want to tell anymore actually.
Okay.
But he wrestles and he gets limp from it. Limp hurts his leg in the wrestling match. But he does win. So we can wrestle with God and win, which is a very different religion than most.
Mm.
We're not good boys.
That's fascinating. I didn't know that happened in the Bible.
Yes, that's why we're here.
All I ever thought about the Bible was do what God says.
No,
and
we'll
everything.
find out very, as you said,
I did not know.
very, very
I
differently.
did not know.
People who tell you that want you to be a good boy, Johnny, and do what they tell you God is saying. We've discovered God is telling you to give 1/10 of whatever you earn to us.
Oh no! I see how it is now. Everything is coming to light. The name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, daughter of Haran, father of Milcah and father of Yiscah.
Now, Haran is the brother who died in front of his father.
Oh wow!
What is extraordinary? What is the only other extraordinary thing about him? You just read it.
I got, it's an interesting confusion I got in the sentence because I suddenly thought, okay, this is the daughter, and then all of a sudden it said the daughter is begetting the son, and then, so I was thinking, okay, maybe women beget these children too, I just got really confused.
Yes, so read it again then.
The name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, daughter of Haran, father of father of Milcah and father of Yiscah. So the name was Milcah.
Well, let's see if I can read my translation.
So Haran's wife was Nahor. Haran's daughter was wife. Like, oh my God, English. I see.
Abram and Nahor both married.
Okay.
The name of Abram's wife was Sarai,
Yeah.
and the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah.
Yeah. Then it goes back to Haran.
Yes.
Who's
Who
Haran?
was the daughter of Haran. Haran was this. That's it. You really got it. It's very convoluted.
Yeah.
Haran is the Abram's brother who had a daughter.
Okay. Daughter of Haran.
It was Milcah.
Daughter of. Oh, okay. So.
Daughter of Haran was Milcah.
So Avram makes Haran, and then Haran. Wait, but then it says Terah begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran. So they're brothers.
Yes.
So the name of Nahor is the brother of Abram and the son of Terah.
Right.
And their wife, Nahor's wife, was Milcah,
Yes.
daughter of Haran,
Right.
father of Milcah.
Yep.
So they're a daughter and a father at the same time?
No. You really almost got it. It's just confusing. So Milcah is the daughter of Haran. Right?
Okay, who is the wife of Nahor?
Yes. And Nahor was the father of both Milcah.
No, I lost it again.
Oh, I think I lost it.
That's confusing.
Let me see if I had. Jeez. I thought I had this down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's trying to tell us something else.
We'll find that out soon. There's 3 brothers.
Okay.
One, Nahor, dies in front of the father Terah.
Oh, that was the one who died in front of his father.
Yes.
The presence.
Oh no, I'm wrong.
The presence.
Haran died in front of his father Terah.
Oh.
Haran
so Haran
died.
has a daughter called Milcah.
Yes.
And Nahor marries Milcah.
Yes.
But it says daughter of Haran, father of Milcah, and father of Yiscah.
So Haran had 2 daughters.
So Milcah named their daughter Milcah?
No, Haran had 2 daughters, Milcah and Ishka.
Okay. But Haran is brother of Nahor, and Nahor is married to Milcah.
Yes, but Nahor married his niece.
Oh, well man, it's kind of sketchy.
Well, you never know who you'll be attracted to.
Okay.
We have to keep our minds open.
I'm glad I have a small family.
Yes, even if she's like 20, you never know. So, but they both have names. These women are getting names now. There's a lot of uppiness going on.
I did
A
not
lot
know
of open. No wonder Terah had maybe kill Haran. What are you giving your daughters names for? We're men.
Amen.
No recognition of women. We are the masculine liberation movement. We are macho.
Unless you don't begot.
And we beget, not you.
Not what Sarah didn't begot, and she got her
And
name.
then you get recognized.
But
We
then,
know, cherchez la femme, blame the women.
but maybe Sarah was doing something behind the scenes too, because now we're giving Milcah and Yiska names.
Yes.
A few sentences after we give Sarah's names. So Sarah maybe, pulled some strings behind the Bible. And
Yes,
gave
and
some
she
names.
might say, okay, now we are going to recognize women. And that was hard. So just like it was hard for women to get the vote. Very hard to get the vote.
Harris. Kamala Harris.
Say that again?
Kamala Harris.
Oh, yes, you get to be vice president even. Not president yet.
Not yet. We'll get there. I should hope. Now Sarai was barren. She had no child.
And they say it twice, they're rubbing it in, John.
Yeah, that's because they're angry she gave the Milcah and Yiska in the book. She got their names in the book.
Yeah, maybe she's that's mean to say. You're barren, and by the way, you have no children. Help! Wow, she might want to kill.
Yeah, maybe there should be a Sarai side Bible book.
Well, it might be in this. We have a year to do this if you can
Murder
take
rampage of Sarai.
it. If you can take yes.
Yeah.
Oh, women can get very angry.
Or she wanted, or it could have a message to it, like the could have been murder rampage of Sarai, except she realized that she could be a better person and just give women a better name through more healthier means.
Or maybe both.
Yeah.
Yeah!
She killed some guys and then they
Ah!
so she put some names.
We want to be recognized. We want to beget. Not you. Not you, John. You're just a seed. A seed.
I see.
We're the whole. Although the Greeks used to think that the women are just a vessel. And the seed is what's important.
Wow. Seeds and eggs.
Seeds and eggs?
Mm-hmm.
Well, eggs are young chickens. Or can be.
We talked about young chickens at one point. No, but women have eggs.
Women have eggs, of course. Just a few.
Well, I think they sort of continually sort of reproduce. They have the period, they flush them out, and then they create more. So.
I think they're all, that's close, but I think they're all made. There's about 480 of them, I think.
Oh, okay.
And they do flush them out, but all they have is about 500 eggs. Whereas we have billions of sperms here and there.
Then we can give babies. We can beget for our entire lives.
Yes, and the women have only a
God was
certain...
prejudice.
That is an interesting question. That is a very interesting...
Unless someone has an alternative argument for that, but...
And why do women
It's not
have
fair.
to stop? How come men can keep doing it and women stop? It doesn't seem fair.
Doesn't seem fair at all.
Although maybe it's kind. Maybe nature is kind. Maybe after a certain age, it's hard for a woman to give birth. But we'll see in this story.
Okay.
They might give birth at a very old age.
Wow.
So we'll stay tuned.
Is that a precursor to the Sarai program? Or?
Yes, that might be a precursor to the Sarai program.
Okay. Now Sarai was barren. She had no child.
You are responsible.
Terah took Abram his son, and Lot Lot son of Haran, his son's son, and Sarai his daughter-in-law, wife of Abram his son. They set out together from Ur to the Chaldeans to go to the land of Canaan.
And Canaan or Canaan,
I thought it said
which
Canada.
is really where Israel is now, was the Wild West. It was not as civilized as Babylonia and Ur. And maybe, this is my guess, he wanted to skip town. Because after his son died right before his face, he didn't want to face.
And Sarai was on her murder rampage.
Yeah, also, he wanted to get out of town and go to the Wild West of Canaan, where they did sacrifice children.
Ooh.
There's a valley there called the Valley of Gehenna, right next to the old city of Jerusalem. And they discovered bones of children, I believe.
Oh. Just sort of like in a pile or something like that?
Yeah, why would people sacrifice children to these spirits?
Because they were out of their blinking minds.
Yes. And why else? I mean, you could be out of your blind.
Because they were too servile to some sort of god that they created and did too many drugs to suddenly believe in.
And they thought that the god would need children. Or maybe like the priests. When you get older, you need young blood. You know, so these...
Young blood?
The priests...
Literally blood?
The priests like the young boys
Ew.
to have sex with them.
No.
Priests have done that for generations.
We should have a sacrifice your local pedophile priest altar.
Yes, but they were doing that. Yes. Well, you don't mess with John. So maybe their gods needed the life of a child to be reinvigorated. And so maybe they were doing that.
I say we change subjects and not talk about that.
Okay. We have our limits here.
Yeah, I have my limits. I'm fragile, man.
Keep going.
But when they had come as far as Haran, they settled there.
So they didn't go to the Wild West.
They didn't go to the children sacrificing.
No.
Creepy, whatever you call it.
Yes.
Okay.
And he might have liked to have gone there because then he would have been considered a good man.
And the days of Terah were 5 years and 200 years. So 205?
Yes.
Then Terah died.
Now, one word about the years. When I lived in Israel, there were 2 harvests, spring and fall, and 2 holidays. And so 205 years could really be 205 harvests or 102 of our years.
Oh, okay. Got
So
it.
it would make more sense that way.
So every 2 seasons, sort of half a year? Or something?
Yes.
Okay.
So 205 seasons or 100, that's a nice way of looking at it. And now comes one of the most we have time for this.
Okay.
One of the most extraordinary experiences, somewhat like the other story we read, about going into the Wild West of the United States. Because they were seeking, right? And they were able to get married, right? On that journey. You remember, yes?
The journey of not in the Spirit and Heart book.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was an epic story.
Yes. And
Oh,
this
my God.
might be somewhat similar.
Okay.
Because what are we gonna? If you're still into it, what do we?
Yeah, sure.
What's written next?
Well, that's the end of that until the next
Yes.
set of pages, but I can go to the next set of pages.
Yes. Chapter 12.
Chapter 12, 1. Yukmel?
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yahweh. The Yahweh. Men again.
Yeah.
We want. I love you, Yahweh. Yahweh.
Said to Abram, Go you forth from your land from your kindred, from your father's house, to the land that I will let you see.
Now, this is somewhat similar to the journey
Of the European colonists who tried to find New America and got, just, brutally diseased and
that too.
killed each other and killed everybody
The
else.
story has contributed to that.
And there were only 10 left, and they seeked help from the natives, and the natives would help them, and that was sort of like a, wow, this is really a connection to God story, because they suddenly just tried so hard to heal these poor Native Americans who had been injured that they did, for some reason, otherwise they would have been, just dead or eaten or something like that, but they, God gave them healing powers, and these natives sort of brought them through this land that they knew and helped them survive at the end of it. That story?
I wasn't thinking of that one.
Oh,
But that's the story of the Americas.
My monologue of the wrong play there.
No, that's the story of the Americas,
Yeah.
which were inspired by this story.
Mm-hmm.
The European colonists were coming to the land that they thought God had revealed to them. And they felt empowered by God and the Pope. There's the Pope said, it's called the doctrine of discovery, that if these indigenous people, since they're not Christians, Europeans can kill them. And they killed, I'm not making this up, 160 million indigenous people.
Whoa.
And, words are, to really even begin to experience that is probably too much to bear.
Yeah.
160, oh my goodness. I think there's a movement to get rid of that papal decision. I'm not sure they've done it yet, but it's in process.
Decision to what?
That it was a wrong decision to say Europeans could kill.
Oh, have they not said that yet?
I'm not sure. Some of our alert viewers might know.
Okay.
So you've given this a dark, deep turn. Can we also see, I think what you saw is true, can we also see something light and helpful for us in this really revelation experience Abram is having? He hears this voice saying, go to the land I will show you. I went to Israel for 3 years, in part inspired by this. Just go.
Yeah.
And leave your father's house and your land and your people. How can that be helpful to us?
Well, I can see the first third of that sentence, leave your father's land, and it's kind of to be able to become independent from your father or your parents, but I suppose this, mainly your father, to be able to kind of separate that barrier. Is it separate that bond?
Yes.
And go find yourself as a human being.
Yes, yes. There's an old mantra, you can take the boy away from his father, but you can never take the father away from the boy. It's in there. So this is freeing. In some ways, you showed the dark side. We can be free and then decide the people that don't hear our God, we can kill them.
Yeah, that's when someone wanted to be a father too much, that sort of a power complex, I suppose. Maybe their experience with their father was in such a way that it made them so angry or power stricken that they wanted to control other people, I am your father kind of thing.
Wow.
You know?
I think there's great truth in that.
Yeah.
Yes. But maybe in reading this, we can see the truths that you're revealing. That maybe Abram had too much of a power father complex himself, maybe, and imposed it on others.
Maybe God is representative of his father.
Yes.
Um,
But can we do something about this, or do we just keep doing this? Keep.
That's a very good
Or
point.
maybe because you pointed it out, the world who's watching our show now,
Oh, good. Rock on.
since you pointed it out, maybe we can change it.
Boy, I'd certainly be happy that happened.
Because Jesus said, he wouldn't lie to us.
Okay.
He said, it was written in the Hebrew Bible, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. You know, if you hurt my eye, which at the moment is hurt, I can hurt your eye, but not you, not the rest of you. It was like a step forward to say an eye for an eye and a tooth.
And then there comes the feeling for need of war and violence.
Yes.
Maybe that's what creates war.
Yes, but if it's limited to just an eye and a tooth, that's at least a step forward.
Okay, revenge and then stop.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Jesus, whose Hebrew name was Joshua, meaning Savior,
Okay.
Jesus said, that's what's written there. I say, if someone slaps you on the face, turn the other cheek. Love your enemies. We're all in the image of God. That was huge. Changing it. So maybe with your observation that leaving his father's house might have given him the feeling, I have the father power now, if I understood you correctly. We, when we're reading it and hear your...
Well,
yes, go ahead.
I was saying that could happen
Yeah.
to someone. I wasn't saying that would happen to everyone who did that.
Yes.
I was just thinking, some people must have felt like they wanted revenge for what their father did to them.
Yes.
But some people could also make the choice to forget about their father and build that part of their mind so it's their own and no longer their father's teachings.
Yeah, maybe Joshua was doing that. But what do you do? Because you have father energy in you, and it can be very unknown. What do you do if some of that energy, certainly true for me, is very violent? Like the father in this story, right? Whose son died right before his face, Terach. What do you do if you have violent father energy in you and you have even no idea where it comes from? What do you do?
I would say that's something I don't know what it's been like for you in trying to heal that emotion, but or those thoughts, in the mind, in the body, in the heart, in the spirit, trying to heal from that. Not having that, I would say what you need to try to do is heal that in a peaceful way. Find peace in that place in you. Maybe find a safe place to express that, and then once that emotion has maybe become less strong in expressing it in a safe and healthy way, you can then begin to heal that part of
All
your
right,
mind.
so I can get fight some psychodrama.
Yeah.
Allah! I need her! Ah! And then I can be nicer.
And no, don't
No?
try to be nice. Don't try to be nice.
Don't
You
try.
I think you did so well. You just let it all out there.
Yeah, let it out, and then I am a little nicer.
And now no, it's not. Yeah, maybe you feel that way, but
Yeah.
I think it would take maybe a brainstorm or writing down things that you can do of how, first off, how to express that emotion,
Yes.
and second off, now that it is gone, what to replace it with. Something healing, something you want to be, something you want to do, something you want to feel.
And could it come, as you were saying earlier, maybe not even plan. Once I get out the angry violence, can I just discover I'm really peaceful as a tree with my own little buds of love
Definitely.
and mulberries?
You know, I think you'd have to find something that helps you feel those emotions that you want,
Yes.
and then have that close to you after the expression of those
Yes.
negative feelings.
I was just hoping I wouldn't have to do any work and they would just blossom like dandelion.
Maybe with practice, I don't know.
Oh, I was hoping without practice. Just express my lion rage, and then dandelions will start growing out of me.
Yeah. Could do. I don't know what it's like for you. I would just say that's what I would do. That's what I think I'd do if it were me. You know, in that spot.
More?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This is quite a journey already.
Yeah, I hope this is helping people.
Yes. Hope it helps us.
I will make a great nation of you.
Geez, what the blooming is that? Do you care?
So he's still, you know, he's giving him gifts, but he's still maintaining that dominance over him.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do it.
I'll make you good.
Not even we can do it.
Yeah.
My.
But yeah. So he will make a great nation of him, and will give you blessing.
What does that mean?
Give you blessing. I don't know. Money and women and power and fame.
Orchards.
Yes.
Trees.
Could do. Maybe trees as
Dogs,
well.
maybe.
Dogs are nice.
Yes.
I think.
Cocker spaniels. Golden retrievers.
All the different kinds of dogs you like.
Yes.
You know, you can have sort of a dog room in your mansion. You can have.
So that's very nice to do. Now, this is the part I like, really.
Okay, yeah.
Because I agree with you, the sounds dominant. It probably, it not sounds, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also, he doesn't have to do zilch. I'm going to do it. I am going to give you blessings. Whether you like it or not, well, I think he has to.
Maybe he's trying to say sorry, and this is the only way he knows how.
This voice?
These gifts.
Sorry for, I love it, but sorry for.
I mean, talking of, you know, in the concept of a person who might have had an abusive childhood.
Yes.
The father has thought about what they did, felt bad about what they did, and now tries to give their child gifts.
Oh my, and it might be his image of his father, or maybe he's in touch with the fact that the world is like a parent, in the sense that it's, and the sun, sun's giving birth to so much. All the trees, and we're eating sunlight. What are you having for dinner? Some greens? That's sunlight. Yeah. Salad is sunlight.
Yeah.
So maybe he's, especially since he's missing his father, he's leaving his father, maybe he's hearing what he thinks is a kinder parent. Maybe.
Are you saying maybe he's found another parent?
Yes, or? Maybe he's just this is a voice he hears. Says Yahweh speaks to Abram. He doesn't even know who's talking. It's not like Yahweh says, "I am Yahweh." No, not at all. Just these words come.
Yeah.
I heard that when I was in college. Just words. I needed them. Help me! I need guidance. Go swimming. I would hear anything. I was just too confused. And it was like a parent in a way, as you were saying. And it could be a power-hungry parent, as you're saying.
It could be both of those sides within that parent as well.
Oh, the kind and the power.
Like they don't want to say they're sorry because they wouldn't have that power anymore. But they do want to say sorry, so they say, "I will make you a great nation."
Oh, I'm gonna have but not you. So it's like a friend of mine makes fun of opera singers. Says I'm trying not to be an opera singer. Me 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 me. Love what you're saying. Brilliant to me. Would you go if you heard these words? I did. I went to Israel for 3 years. Because I didn't know what was going on. I needed someone, please guide me. So I could think, oh my, I'm not just a lonely, confused boy. The God of the universe is talking to me. And was Abraham like that? But it doesn't say he thinks it's God at all.
It doesn't really say it.
No. It says, when we readers are told, Yahweh says, it's very subtly written. We readers are told Yahweh says to Abram, and it could have said, I am Yahweh. I am the great God. There was a shaman leader helping people with drugs, get in touch with spirits. And one of the great American leaders of shamanism, which is just another translation, is medicine doctors for all the different tribes of the earth, had somebody who was in charge of getting in touch with special powers and helping heal people and guide them. So this guy, Michael Koran, goes down to South America, maybe Venezuela, and visits a shaman, and they give him this drug, ayahuasca.
Oh, I've heard of it, yeah.
And he takes it, and then he comes out of it, and he says to the shaman, I have finally discovered the God I was looking for. And the shaman says, all the spirits say they're God, silly. It's not just one. So what would you do if you heard these words? Go to the land I will show you. I will make you a great nation. Leave your father's house. I will bless you. What would you do?
Well, that gives an entirely different identity to the voice. It's not his father saying, I will give you gifts. I would say it's that youth's own self talking to them, saying, we need to get away from this guy. Let's go and make, they still have that belief, that youth still has that belief that they can make a great nation and they can do great things, and it's just their own mind telling them, I'm ready, let's go.
Oh, so some other part of their mind.
Yeah, a part of them, yeah.
And you would listen to that.
But I don't know what it would be like to be in that situation.
Oh, you see, I've, for better and worse, lived that situation.
Wow.
I was very confused, and it was so nice, instead of being confused, if I went out with Grace Shafay Bauman in my young 20s, the University of Chicago, I didn't know what to do, and I heard, hold her hand. And I told her, I just heard God say, hold your hands up. She was touched.
Wow.
She was touched. I think she wanted to marry me, but I was in no shape to do that. But thank you, Gracia, for going out with me, wherever you are. Well, we only have 3 more minutes.
Hey.
So why don't we stop here?
Okay.
And John is going to sum up what we learned, and I will help if he wants help.
Okay. I think we learned, last show we were talking about a male revolution or whatever it was.
Male liberation movement.
That's what it was, yeah. And now, and I think now we grew up as individuals, and we realized that, some women can have independence, and then we talked about...
Good for us.
Yeah.
Wow. Yay for women.
Yeah.
Independent women. Good. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Not easy.
Human independence. And then we talked about expressing negative emotions and finding healing things to fill that space with, to sort of transcend a little bit from suffering.
Oh, and I said that I like that, and also like maybe it'll come naturally,
Yeah.
just bubbling up, like these words of the comic strip. You know, these bubbles up, and you see the words. So maybe things without trying, and trying both. I think I tried too hard, so I
Okay.
might like to. There's an old Spanish proverb: "How beautiful it is to do nothing and rest afterwards." So,
Good nap.
yes, a good nap. Anything else? We still have a minute to go.
And then the last thing we talked about was maybe, that sort of voice of God isn't this paternal figure, but it's it's that youth's own mind saying that they want to become independent now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what does this mean? How can this help our life when we have 50 seconds? And our viewers?
I think it kind of explained itself. If you're having a negative situation and you don't feel independent in your own life, there are ways to help yourself get to that place. You don't have to make a huge, jump all at once. You can get there eventually, in a safe way.
And how do we do that? How do we get just to repeat? How do we get into it?
It would take a little bit more longer of a conversation than 30 seconds.
Oh, you see, so smart, not squeezing in. See you next week to find out what's this journey that Abram just started, and how it can help all of us.